So today I am making a fresh batch of bottom cream for my son. So I thought I'd just share it with you to show you how easy it is to make your own. So I guess firstly, why would you even bother making your own? I personally have always tried to find something nice, just something that's organic, but without the nasty things. I personally don't like using any with petroleum or any petroleum based products in, which I find a lot of the conventional ones perhaps from the supermarket do have in. I also don't particularly like lanolin myself, and I find a lot of them do have it in there. I know it can be really good for your skin, but really you just have to make sure that it's actually really refined, because if the sheep's wool has had any kind of insecticides used on it, then it can actually show up in the lanolin in the product, which of course isn't good for us. So I've always tried to find something that is as natural and organic as possible anyway. But since I have had these fabulous essential oils come into my life, I was looking on the back of a packet and realised that I actually probably had most of the things in my cupboard, so I could make it myself. So I've kind of been working on a little bit of a recipe. It probably still needs a little bit of tweaking, but I thought I'd share with you what I've come up with so far. I've just been working with what I had already, which is this shea butter. So it comes, I don't know if you can see that, it's actually quite solid. So this time around I used 2 tablespoons of shea butter, 1 tablespoon of just use normal coconut oil this time, not the liquefied one that I used in the baby wipes. And what I have done is I've just, I don't know if you can see that, I've just literally softened it in the saucepan, just over a little bit of gentle heat. Obviously you don't want to cook it or have it boiling, so just literally melt them together. So I've actually measured that out, and that came to pretty much spot on 30 mils of liquid. And then what I'm also going to do is put that, I've just got a little jar here. It's alright, my little helper's just finishing his lunch. In his high chair right there. So I've just got this little glass jar here. I think it came actually with some bay leaves in it. I reuse all of my glass jars. I think it's a great idea, so you don't have to buy any more and you're not wasting the ones that you already had. So I'm also going to pop just a teaspoon of jojoba oil in here too, which will take that up to about 35 mils. And I also thought today I would just add in just a little drop of vitamin E oil. Obviously these are all really good, A, for making a good consistency to use, and B, because they're all really good for your skin. And most of them, like I said, they were actually in the nappy creams that I was using anyway. So I've just popped that into there. And then as far as essential oils go, for this I'm going to use firstly geranium. This is a really nice one for your skin, really good for any inflammation on the skin. So I'm going to use that one in there. It's also really good actually for, on an emotional side, for any anger. So or any tantrums, which of course can be really nice for toddlers. So 30 mils. I'm actually going to put, I think, just probably 1 drop of each. I tend to always go on really less is more with these, because they're such pure essential oils. They haven't got any synthetic fillers in or anything. I personally think less is more, and that's what I've always been told. So I'm going to put one of each. You can go with more, you can go with less. Obviously, a lot will depend on how old your baby is. Obviously, the younger the baby, the less you would use anyway. What I'll actually probably do, I might share with you, if you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram, I'll share a really useful chart that I've got, which just helps to show you the dilution rates, and it's a really easy way to use that. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'll post the links to my Facebook and Instagram pages so you can find that information on there. So just going to put 1 drop of that in there. Also going to use 1 drop of lavender, which again is really nice just to soothe and calm the skin. And also going to use a drop of frankincense, which is known as the king of the oils. It's such a beautiful oil. Really, really good for your skin though, really good for helping your skin to heal, and also really soothing as well, hence why I'm going to use it in this cream. Now this actually makes a really nice cream anyway. I say it's a bum cream. That's only because that's what I'm making it to use for. But I actually find myself using it, I use it on my hands after I've perhaps changed his bottom and washed my hands anyway, because they tend to get a little bit dry. You could use it really on any skin irritations or any dry patches. So it's actually a really nice kind of all-round cream that you can just use. So obviously this is going to be quite liquidy at the moment. Once it's kind of really cooled down, it does solidify again. But I've had a few thoughts that perhaps in summer it might be a little bit harder to keep it more solid, so I may play around with that once we get into summer. But obviously it'll be interesting if anyone does try it out, and you're already in a warmer place than what I am right now. You may need to just play around with the mixture. I know some people use things like beeswax pellets as well, which if I had some I may use, but I haven't at the moment. I even read somewhere the other day people putting breast milk into their nappy rash creams, which is great because breast milk is actually really good for the skin, but I'm not personally going to put some of that in here right now on camera. So yeah, I personally find it's made a really nice cream that we can use. So I hope that helps. I'd love to know if anybody does try this, if you play around with the recipe a little bit more. I'll definitely share if I do and if I find anything that works any better. But for now, I'm going to use this, and I hope you all enjoy. Thank you.